Alright, so we're gonna do a video on what got me into anime. And so this is gonna be great. Because I got into anime later in life. You know, like every kid watched, Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and stuff like that growing up. But like I didn't actually start getting hardcore into it until I was like 19, 20. So with that being said, let's do it. So every kid growing up watched, Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. At least every kid in my age group. I'm in my mid-20s. I don't want to say how old I'm turning because I feel like I'm getting old now. But so like every day after school, I would go to my cat is in the way. Hey, what's up, kitty? Who is it? This is Cabernet. This is my kitty cat, by the way. She's a sweetheart. But get out of the camera. All right, now that my cat's gone. So every day after school, I would I think it was 3:30 to 4:30 was Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. So my little brother and I, we had sleeping bags set up in front of our living room TV, and we'd sit there and then beat each other up after Gohan and Goku fucking killed Cell or whatever. It was fucking awesome. I loved it. It was great. Then every single Saturday morning, my little brother and I had to wake up at 8:30 because that's the time the first Pokemon came out, and we at a certain point, my parents got rid of. Because I lived out in the country, we got rid of satellite TV. So we didn't have cable that extended out to where we lived. So we would have to, deal with basic channels. But luckily, Kids WB had Pokemon come on every Saturday morning. So I still got my anime fix as a kid growing up. But when you're a child, you don't realize these are Japanese animes that have been adapted to English. All you know is that they're fucking cool shit on TV, and it's awesome shit's happening. So, I, as a normal functioning human male, I got to watch Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. I had every game. It was just amazing. I had a great time. But as I got older, my little brother got more into reading manga and stuff like that. In his teenage years, I didn't. I was playing soccer for my high school, stuff like that. I was always out doing stuff. I didn't have time for stuff like that. And then I got to college, and college was a difficult time without getting too far into. Okay, she's back. Right, and then I got to college. College wasn't what I expected it to be. It was way more difficult for me than what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't. I mean, it was fun. I had a whole lot of fun, but it was I was an athlete at my university. I was an honor student at one point, and it was just and then I had a whole bunch of family issues happening at the exact same time, and I just couldn't handle all of that at that time. And a lot of my college, when towards the end of my sophomore year in college, it all started falling apart on me, and I went into drinking heavily. It was just I went through a really bad spiral. The one thing that made me I wouldn't necessarily say come out of that, but the one thing that gave me solace in all that horrible emotional problems and issues and stuff like that was that I got back into watching Dragon Ball Z. I started with Dragon Ball, watched all the way back through Z, and unfortunately I watched GT, and I was on a roll there. And unfortunately, I watched GT. And as most Dragon Ball fans like to say, GT just didn't happen. But so from rewatching Dragon Ball, I also rewatched Pokemon the summer before that, and it was awesome because I still to this day love Pokemon. I can't wait for the new Sword and Shield to be coming out this year, so I'm excited. But then we get to. About I don't know, once I finished Dragon Ball GT, I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I know that isn't a Japanese anime, but it's still a great show. From there, I moved on to I think I watched Full Metal Alchemist, just because that was one of the the hype animes that everyone was talking about. Turns out that whenever I started telling people I was getting into this stuff, I have a lot more friends in anime that I didn't know that just didn't want to come out and talk about it. And so, a couple of my roommates were big into anime, so they turned me on to Death Note, which, I'll be honest, this is not a popular opinion. Not the biggest Death Note fan. Just, I didn't even finish the series. I was the last few episodes away. It just got too dull to a point, if that makes sense, which I know that's kind of almost blasphemy to Death Note fans, but just my personal opinion. And so as I moved into, I don't know, delve more into animes, I have a buddy of mine who is a huge One Piece fan, and he was like, bro, you have to watch One Piece. And I started it, and I did not like it at all. I did not understand the appeal of One Piece. And then now, it took me a good little bit to get into One Piece. I started and stopped at probably 2 or 3 times. And at the same time, I was starting and stopping Naruto, and Naruto was a lot harder of a show for me to get into. Everybody, like everyone, hyped up Naruto, you know. But I told myself, give it like 40 episodes, and then we'll see. And then right around 35 episodes or so is when the Chunin exam starts, and that's when Naruto starts getting real. And that was when I really got into it more. So, like, whenever I started discovering, like, you know, longer running animes, like, you know, like Naruto, One Piece, you know, Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff, it was really nice to get lost into a different world. Basically, like in our mundane existence that we have, like it was really nice to, like, whenever all these things were going so horribly wrong in my life, and these dreams that I'd been pursuing for years of my life that were told like the end all and be all, I would never be anything if I couldn't finish my college, stuff like that, as all this stuff was falling apart on me, I had somewhere else to go. And I had somewhere else where I could sit in my room in the dark and fall into this world of, you know, ninjas and alien races attacking each other with fucking laser beams, and then a pirate who's going on an adventure to be the best pirate there is. And so that was really nice for somebody who was struggling with their own, I don't know, like existence. I don't think existence is a good term, but it was just so much had been built up on going to college, getting a good job after college, getting good grades, you know, stuff like that. Because I was told growing up, if I didn't go to college and if I didn't graduate, I wouldn't be a successful human being. I would be just some dude working at McDonald's flipping burgers my whole life. And that's not true. And I feel like my generation, a lot of like the generation under me, we've been lied to that is the end all and be all of life. I'm not going to go on some rant about college, but that is kind of like how I felt. So I felt like a huge failure by leaving school. And so the one place where I really found enjoyment was my anime. And now to this point, whenever I'm in, you know, my mid-20s, I still watch One Piece every Sunday. Like, I still am discovering new and amazing shows that just blow my mind. And it has become like such a safe place to go to, a safe, happy place. Some place, even on shows that aren't happy shows, that I can still, like when I watched Monster last year, that's not a happy show. But it was a cool, different experience that I'm really glad I was able to check out. Like, I had a lot of fun watching Monsters. So this is I just wanted a quick video on just like the steps that I fell into when it comes to anime. And now it's just been something that's like every day is something new. Like, I actually, like, it's so cool about anime because, like, one thing that I love is no matter what you're into, there is a specific genre that you're going to fall into, that you're going to find what you want. Like, if you like aliens, or you like serious stuff, or you want slice of life, or if you want a love story, there's amazing anime all within those. And there's something for everybody there. And so that's one thing that that like excites me. And there's new amazing stuff that I'm finding every day. And there's anime that I put off a lot. Like, I've been putting off JoJo's for years, and I actually tried to watch it a couple years ago, and I didn't like the first few episodes, so I blew it off. I just powered through those episodes, and now I'm not that far into it, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, once I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna watch a few episodes and hang out. But yeah, so it's just anime's the shit. Everybody already knows it. If you're watching me, if you're watching any anime YouTubers, we all love it. And yeah, so this will be me signing off, guys. But I hope y'all have a good day, and I'm gonna chug this beer. That's an IPA, and you're really not supposed to chug IPAs.